What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up, featuring myself, Mike Orr, and my man Cedric Ben in the den, doing what we do best, bringing you those young, hungry, undefeated, undiscovered prospects from around the world, and we're the only channel out here doing it. So that's why you're here. And yes, we are continuing again with Granite Promotions out of Massachusetts and showcasing their young, hungry, undefeated prospects, the young up-and-comers, the future of the sport. And we got a good one today for you, man, in Laurent Humes. We're talking about this light heavyweight who is 74th out of 182 ranked in the United States and 510 out of 1149 in the world. This kid is sporting a 5-0 with 5 KO record right now. And guys, mark the date on your calendar. We get to see him take on Larry Smith on June the 25th this year, guys, at Sheraton Hotel in Framingham. Let's talk about him.
This guy, man, Mr. Laurent Humes. I wonder if it's Laurent, like pronounce it French.
I'm thinking it is a little French because the way it rolls off your tongue.
Laurent Humes. He's a light heavyweight, but he punches like a heavyweight. 5-0, 5 KOs, and judging by his highlights, seeing his fights, his number one power punch is the left hook. He dropped his opponent, this last opponent here, 3 times in the first. I'm assuming, I don't know what round this is. I think it was the first round. 3 times in the first round with the same punch, all with the left hook. And the guy he's fighting looks like a pretty big guy too. He looked like a light heavyweight. He ended the fight dropping with a body shot, and a nice body shot. Like it actually made him like shifted his whole body across the ring.
Yes.
To get a chance to pull up the highlight. Yeah, man. Light heavyweight, punches like a heavyweight, 5-0, 5 KOs. Let's see how long he can keep this streak.
Exactly. Talk about a kid that's got heavy hands. This kid definitely does have heavy hands. And I believe the fight you're talking about, I believe that's against Jesus Javier Cintron. And I think Cintron was down twice in round 1. I believe it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and that one ended in a TKO in the first. This kid has never been the distance in his career. So that just goes a lot to show you, man, that these kids.
Now you know what? That's a good and a bad thing. That
yes.
All right, you stop everyone in the first round, and then you get your way until the biggest fight of your life against the best opponent of your life, and all of a sudden you got to go 12 rounds at their pace. Yeah. It's a good thing. It's a good thing for the crowd and for your bank account, but it's not good for the experience.
Exactly. The only time he's been past the first round was in his debut against Philip Martins. They were both on a debut. The time was 2:33 of the second round, and it was a pro debut for both fighters. Since then, first round TKOs and a KO the whole way up the scale, and he's scheduled against Larry Smith for a 6-rounder. So let's just see how this one's going to work out. Will he get brought the distance, or will he finish it? We don't know. Time will only tell. We do have a clip of this. I don't know exactly which fight it is, but there are a couple of fights, man.
Hey, they're all knockouts, so it doesn't matter which.
All knockouts, man. So they're all the We're gonna roll it for you right now. Let's get that going so we can show all the fans out there.
Mr. Laurent Humes. I'm assuming whichever fight it is, it's gonna be with a left hook. It's gonna be with a left hook that he pulls up.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know what? And it's a real nasty left hook. Let me tell you, man.
I wonder if he has another reason to get him on the show. I wonder if he has just as much confidence in the right hand as he does in the left.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Because what would happen? I'm just assuming, like, if you're just relying on one punch, you go into a fight. Sometimes you might hurt your hand. It happens a lot. You might hurt your hand in a fight, and then you're forced to use the other one. So those are the adjustments. Hopefully he's making those adjustments, not adjustments, but making sure he has just as much confidence in both hands.
Definitely. I can't wait to see this clip. We're just getting it prepared to roll, guys. Just bear with us a second. Cedric, I know, like, when we talk about these kids, and they're young and undefeated and really haven't been the distance. Sometimes it can be a bad thing, man, because we don't see him going into these later rounds. We don't see him testing the stamina. We don't see the fatigue set in. What are some other things to look at when this is happening?
Well, it's just about there's nothing you can do to replace experience, right? It's no matter how much you run, no matter how many rounds on the bag that you do, whether you're doing intervals or just straight power punches, there's nothing that you can imitate the random movement, unprepared movement of real fights of your opponent. You don't know if they're coming forward, backward, sideways, defense, attack, like all the unknown factors. Like when you're in training, everything you already know, you're already prepared. You already know everything's gonna happen. You already have it inside your head. It's gonna be hard to going for this long run. You already have it inside your head. It's gonna be hard doing these intervals on these bags. When you're in a real fight, first of all, you don't know it's going to go 12 rounds. You're like, you only know in the moments. He's expecting to finish his fights early, like he does all of them. So all of a sudden, it's like the 5th and 6th round. You haven't put the guy out there yet, and now it's kind of just in your. Now you might just have just this much of tiredness in you, but this much will make it even bigger because you're not sure of of what what you're not sure what the future is going to hold. I'm talking about. Oh, here we go. This was This one ends on a nice left hook. This one, but I saw he is in the blue, I believe. Yeah, man. Laurent Humes, light heavyweight from Granite.
Use that jab, baby! There you go, Laurent! Don't stop! Don't think, just react, baby!
Brothers yesterday. Yeah, man, you can tell by the skills, Even for amateurs, he's actually pretty good.
Let's go, Laurent!
And stuff like that. A few wild punches here, but that was wild. You can see them in their good boxing stance again. Everyone loves that Mayweather defense.
They do love that Mayweather defense. It's something that Cedric has adopted, put together in the repertoire. But nothing's as good as a straight.
There you go. Good job, bro.
I always tell you, it's okay to have that good defense. You have other defenses in your arsenal. You can't just rely on one thing. Your opponent figures that out, and you're dead.
Well, you know what? This kid.
Let's go, Laurent!
Fights, to be honest, from what I've read,
there you go, good defense.
Too much experience in the world, but definitely showing some great skills, showing some poise. He can keep control under pressure. Definitely not afraid to get hit. Definitely not afraid to sit back, use that Mayweather defense and hit those shots well. Definitely watch out for this kid in the future, man. I can't wait to see what he entails and what his career is going to bring us. He's only been an active pro fighter for a year, man. Signed up for that promotion. And, now look at 5-0, 5 KOs.
Yeah.
What a great kid, man. Honestly, good one to watch.
You just reminded me of something when you were talking about his, the looking into his amateur background and how he came up, and I really appreciate that you do that, and I hope everyone out there is listening and appreciating that, because no other show takes the time. Other shows talk about the boxers when they're already there, but Mike takes the time is out of his own time to research these guys and really look at their backgrounds to bring these guys to light and give them some more promotion. So really appreciate that, Mike. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, and any suggestions that you guys have for any fighters on the show, just tag them and let them know that we want them on.
Definitely. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the love and support. You know what to do, man. Hit up talkinfight.com, hit that subscribe, get that membership, grab some chances of that exclusive content we got for you. And yeah, man, join us here tonight, 7 p.m. on this channel, man. When we hit the panel, we got some special guests coming. We're going to talk about all the fights coming up this weekend. So, guys, you know what it is, man. Do it for me. 7 o'clock, this channel. Join us. In the meantime, we'll see you next week, Monday, for Knuckle Up. We will continue with a new promotion company and some new up-and-coming fighters from around the world for you guys to check out. And don't forget to join us for Cedric's scorecard, 11 a.m. Sunday. Score your card with him. Show's taking off. It's doing great, man. Make sure you come join him for that. It's a great time. Compare your cards to his. Then come join us at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to find out the knockout of the week. Guys, you know you love it, man. We'll see you then. Knuckle up.
Peace.